Hello everyone, cncHD here. Welcome to a new stream. And moin to everyone who joined and who is here. And especially a warm welcome here to Heiko Magic in Twitch. Also Ice Bonbon. And in the YouTube, Andreas Reich. Hey, moin allerseits. Okay, today, no mission playing. Today, I will concentrate more on building. Because building is fun, and last time we really came to some good efforts. I built the logo, which is here. I still do not like the top and the bottom. It looks like somebody stepped with the foot on it. Just squished in the little ball and the wolf is sitting in. And he is now howling in pain because, the ball is a bit shattered. Maybe I can fix this in the future, but at the moment I will leave it as it is. And we concentrate more on the map. I also want to make this Pikachu Viking helm with long ears turning into a naval base. So it doesn't look like Pikachu anymore. It is Pikachu, let's be honest. And on the bottom we will focus on the training ground of the military, and in the middle we are going to get some mountains in. Yeah, Pikachu. Heiko Magic is already posting it in the Twitch. Pikachu face. Let's turn on the music, so it's not that dry in the background. Right, I have a few ideas in my mind. I thought a lot about it in the last couple of days. So what my intentions here are for this map is, since this is basically very much a Twilight Flame clone, let's be honest here, it is Twilight Flame, because Twilight Flame is the most awesome and most played map in the 3 vs 3 community, next to DEFCON, of course. And I want that Twilight Flame vibe, but with a new, fresh design to it. So hey, Andreas Reich in YouTube. Hey, how are you doing? When you nuke the logo, will it be gone or rebuilt? No, the logo is texture. It will not be nuked away. Not possible. This logo you cannot nuke away. So since we are on Twilight Flame, let's imagine this is Twilight Flame because it's the same size. Naturally, in the middle would be 8 oil directs. So let's place in the 8 oil directs. Go to structure. And then the oil, and let's put the oils in. Since this is the same map size, I imagine if we put in the coordinates for the oil directs, they should exactly be there like in Twilight Flame. Pretty sure of it. So let's check this out. Let's go to the Twilight Flame map first. A bit of a discussion here about the heat today in Twitch. Yeah, it was very, very, very hot today. Tomorrow I'm going to the swimming pool with the kids to enjoy some nice water action. Okay, where do we have Twilight Flame? Give me 1 second to find it. Twilight Flame, there we have it. I'm also fine, Andreas Reich. Heat today was brutal. Really brutal today. But great to read that you are fine. Okay, so if we take this oil direct here, for example, we have these coordinates, and if I put these coordinates into my other map. Let's do this. Technically, it should be the same position like Twilight Flame. And there we go. Like I said, it's the same size like Twilight Flame. And we will do this for all the oil derricks to just get an idea where the oils could be. Das Badeentchen nicht vergessen. Nee, werde ich nicht, Eisbonbon. I will not forget the squeaky duck. No, no. Will not happen. Okay. Let's do the same thing for these oils and let's see where they actually land. They land here. Here are the other oil derricks. I think the oils are not in the perfect position at Twilight Flame. I think they are in a very bad spot. In my opinion, they should be somewhere like here. And they should also be a bit scattered out, because if they are like this, an artillery strike can easily kill them. So I'm more in favor of this position, to be honest. Okay, let's rework with the coordinates. This one I already put in. Put this oil derrick in with these coordinates. Oh, wow, where did this oil derrick go? That was wild. You there, go there. Okay, actually it's here. Oh, never mind. Wenn dann schon den Cutter mit der Badeente, ja. Ah, ja. Okay, now these oils. Just want to get a rough idea where my map stands at. Oh wow, okay, they are actually very, very deep into the base here. Holy crap. You compare it with this. Wow. I'm so off the scale of Twilight Flame, actually. Damn. So this is basically the position for the oils in Twilight Flame. And the player positions would be around that. So in theory, if we place in the areas, can I also reposition these areas? Like with the coordinates? No, I can't. What I can do, because I want to get the measurement. Let's take some tower and place it on the player positions. So this is a map for community which plays big, very big. So I want to have the exact same size of the positions. Let's place a tower, for example, here. Let's get a measurement here. And there. And hey, thank you very much for the subscription. Thank you very much. Ico Magic subscription to Eisbonbon. Much appreciated. Dank dir. Lieben Dank. So, let's go here. This is here. I just want to see how... I could also take the ruler. Maybe the ruler is a bit better. So let's just put these two towers in. So this one is on the Y, 2585. Let's use this. Put in a tower here as well. For example, this one. This will not work because I'm technically here, but let's see. So let's use these coordinates. Okay, this would be here. It kind of matches with my measurement here for the base, with the texture, where I did the rough measuring. And this one needs to be on this exact same Y as this one. X. X. You are good in writing scripts for the AI? Not really. I have a basic understanding of it. Let's say it like this. I know how it should work, but I'm not an expert in it. But I have basic idea of it. People like Tanzo, they are the masters in scripting AI. Okay, this tower, these coordinates, put in the tower. See where it gets me. Oops, not this tower. Put these coordinates in. Oh, okay, wow, that's way down on the top. But this would be technically the position in Twilight Flame. These are the oil directs. To get a basic idea. Let's do the same thing on the bottom later. Let's first work on the top. Do the same thing on the left as well. So we have this position with this measurement. And the tower would be here somewhere as well. Like here. Maybe I just work with the ruler. I think that's easier. Let's just work with the ruler. So here is... As I'm cutting this off with water, I need to make this position bigger. So I will actually go with the size of the map. Of the base, of the naval base. And then we have entrances. So on Twilight Flame we have one entrance. We are going here to the top right position, for example. He has one entrance. This is very narrow and I do not like one entrance only. But the people like it. They are a fan of it. I'm more of a fan of having an entrance here as well and here. So you have 3 entrances. In DEFCON, for example, you have 3 entrances. The middle player is wide open with 2 entrances. But the right and the left player, they are very bunkered in. So let's fix that. Want to have some upraising here with the texture. With the terrain, I mean. So this is the height of, let's check. We have a height of 1817. So that would be this one. And I want to uplift this by 60 maybe. So we had 90, 56 feet. And then we would have this height. Yeah, this looks like a good height. When you play against 6 hard armies, only on one entrance will help. Yeah, I mean, yeah, against 6 hard armies, but it will also lag. We can already see this on Twilight Flame. It lags like crazy. Let's make this 75. I think it's a bit too tall. Make this 75. Delete all this crap. Okay. Brush needs to be bigger. This one's smaller. And then we need the lock angle tool to draw in a nice terrain. And we'll see what I'm planning here in my mind in a bit. Just want to get a rough sketch out. So let's do it like this. And the logo will also be on there. Height levels are important in the map to get some nice detail in. A complete flat map is not what I want. It was entirely flat for a rough idea for the measurement and stuff. But now we have a good idea on how the map will look like, and we can now put in the height level. If it's good or not, we will see in a bit. And still change this. All is still changeable, which is the good part here. Okay, this needs to go to the right. And here we have this one too far. I need to go here by this height on the top. Bring this all down. And then to the very top of the map. Is this the right? Yeah, I think this is the right. Yeah, okay, like this. Now this is symmetrical. Of course the logo now looks stupid. But we will fix this in a bit, of course. Let's first bring all of this up. So it's even. Man, the wolf looks so stupid at the moment. Looks so funny. And let's bring this all up. Always use the log angle tool for this. It's such a useful tool to stay in line with your line you're painting here. Okay, it's all up. Maybe I need to make the brush a bit bigger. To 30. I think this is important here. Now for the top part, here for the left part, we need to take some measurement. Because both sides need to be equally on the same height. Not height, equally on the same size. Both positions need to be the same size. So we now know that the right players have this big sized base. It's pretty big. The left players also need this big base. For that I need to take some measurement. Hey Lucas! Hello, hello! Meow, meow. Actually, the cat is laying on my arm at the moment. He's enjoying my keyboard again. Like he is always doing. This part here on the bottom right also needs to be duplicated to the left. I'm not exactly sure how I will do this yet, but I will figure something out. Perhaps with waypoints. Perhaps with a ruler. Or perhaps with this grid. I mean, this grid is also very helpful. It has the same size. Yeah, this grid is helpful. We will use the grid. Yeah, we actually use the grid. It's giving us such a nice tool to work with. So we have 1 box, 2 box, 3 box. 3 box times 3 box. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's say, let's go with a waypoint. Oh, no, actually. Where did it go? Damn it, where's the box? Show clouds, snap to grid, reload textures, layer list. Where did it go? How did I activate it? Show letterbox. No! Ruler grid? Ah, ruler grid. It is ruler grid. Okay. Not letterbox. Ruler grid. Now we have it. So here we take the waypoint. In box number 3 from the left, we put a waypoint. And the waypoint will go... So it starts directly here. At the crossed line here. How useful. And then it will go here. Which is 1, 2, 3. 3 boxes. Ah. Perfect. This is very symmetrical actually. So we have the waypoint here. 1, 2, 3. There is the waypoint. It should be there. There it is. And this goes to 1, 2, 3. It goes here up. 1, 2, 3. It goes here. There. Goes right here. This is the size we need. Let's recheck. It is, yes. And here as well. Okay. And the size of this river we need also to measure. So we're making it symmetrical. So it's fair for both sides. This also needs to go something like here. Yeah, there. Yeah. Now we have the measurement here. And this is how big? So if we go by here, we go to the left. Oh god. Yeah, I think this is much more better. It's much better. And this goes here. And this is a size of 330. Do the same thing on the bottom. 330. By here, and this goes to here. That must be this lengthy. How can I mark this? With a waypoint. There's the waypoint. Yeah. Okay. This is the size we need. And 330 on the bottom as well, because it needs to be symmetrical. Can we hide the water? Show terrain. No, this is not what I want. I want to remove the water. Yeah, thank you. 330. Almost, there we go. And here's the waypoint. And now we draw a line. Without the lock angle. Okay, so it looks like this. From here to the top right. Here. Remove this and put this here. Yeah, perfect. Now this is the river size. This needs to go down. 330. Yep, there we go. hope this is right. It looks right. Yeah, it looks good. We make a test from here to here. It is 219, and from here to here 247 should be here. Okay, we messed it up a bit. Like so, maybe? Let's measure. 233. Still looks not right. Should be here. We need to go a bit more to the left. Ah, stupid water area. Go away. Disable water. And it also does not really look quite right. Let's make a test here. So here's the river. Take the ruler. Measure this thing. That's 240, 250. And from here to here it's 250. And from here to here it's... yeah, 250. So it needs to be at 250. This is 269. It needs to be here. So let's put the waypoint down. Yeah, this is the correct size. And now here on the bottom as well, 250. Needs to be here. Exactly here. Yeah, this is the correct length. This one is a bit off. I mean, it quite matches it. It's not perfectly perfect, but it's somewhere close to it. I can work with this. Now let's do the same thing on the left. 1, 2, 3. Put the waypoint down here. Waypoint. Boop. Hey, TK Leo, welcome, welcome. Tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday, TK Leo evening. We will play through TK Leo's USA campaign on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Note that down. Tomorrow will be TK Leo evening. I mean, for me it's evening. Not sure about the others. For me it's evening. And hey, Insane Timur, welcome. How are you guys doing? Is it also as hot as for you guys? For us German, it's very hot today. How is it for you guys? TK Leo, Insane Timur. Okay, let's work on the measurement. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Needs to be here. And then we draw the line from here to here. It's always hot here. Okay. Well, then you're used to it. Remove the lock angle and bring this in to the crossed line. This is in the crossed line, and now we have it at 250 again. So from here to here, it's 330. Waypoint. There we go. How's the mapping coming along? I did the logo last time. It looks not happy on the edges. It's supposed to be a circle, okay? It's not a circle, I know that. It's not a circle. It is supposed to be one. I'm still working on a circle, being a circle, but it's okay-ish. It's not as cool as your logo. That means a lot to me that you are impressed. Oh, by the way, TKDO, I need to show you something. Please hold the line. Because we have new updates in the World Builder stuff, which is going to blow your mind away. Adrian is constantly working on updates and just, yeah. I have no words for this. This is now in the works by Adrian, which does look like so then for the measurement. And yeah, seems also to be a thing now. Yeah, Adrian is crazy. He is about to go very crazy with the stuff he's working on. And he also worked on this, which looks pretty neat. If you take a look at that. I think this is also pretty neat with the buildings. They just rotate with the lock angle. Okay, he's now using the lock angle. They are now locking on to the lock angle. And let's wait for what he's doing now. Ah, we have a pointer rotation now. Okay. Oh, okay. This is also very neat. They rotate on the X. Now they align. Oh, look at this. How neat is this? Wow, how neat is this? Yeah, Adrian is really working crazy on this. It's insane what he's doing here. I can't wait to have this world builder. But yeah, he said he's very deep into development, so he's not sure when this will be released. But I'm so much looking forward to this. Look at this. This is so amazing. I want to have this world builder so badly. This is such a quality improvement. Yeah, would make mission making so much easier, I agree. 20 degrees here in Norway's. 20 degrees is really nice. Can we change position? Okay, where were I? Ah, yes, at the measurement. For this position here, actually. I said 330. And now I need to go 330 to the top. Let's see on the right how I did it. There it is. So this size I need. Measure from here to here. 32 to 33 degrees here, not Fahrenheit. Oh damn, that's hot. What do I have at the moment? Yeah, okay, this is pretty human. So this is my position at the moment. It's okay. Nothing to be scared of. Still says warning, heat warning. It's okay. Rain on Wednesday and Thursday. Hey, I'm looking forward to this. Okay, this measurement I need, which is 300 feet exactly. I need this on the left. 22 for you, Heiko Magic. Oh. Yeah, 26 here, TKLU. It's really, really nice here at the moment. 300. 300 to the top. We can exchange. Keep in mind 6 months with snow and ice roads and not restock. Wow, okay. Sounds like a challenge there at your place, Lucas. This goes here. Now we draw the line. From here all the way to the bottom. I want to experience -10. Wow. I mean, it's realistic in some places. I think it does not even feel that cold if you experience it. If you have it, you feel like a bit freezy. But I don't think it will be this bad. This is not 300. We will go with this. This is the exact same thing as on the right, so we go with this. Now what I plan is I want to make this position taller as the other position. So what I will do is... let's rethink this a bit. So we want to make this fair. Here on the right we have a river. Let's show the water mesh. We have the river here on the right. So the right team is having the issue of reduced building space due to the river. Now, realistically and for good measurement and fairness, we also need to have this on the top. That's why we took the measurement. So now give the top position here the same reduction as the bottom position. Now these guys, they cannot build here. There's nothing here. So if I just put a cliff here, that would still mean I can build there. And I need to make this unbuildable, if that's even a word, I don't know. So let's first work on this position to be taller. And let's also still fix this position to make this taller. Lock angle activated. I want this whole area to be risen up in the height. Whole thing. Also, I don't think General Sahel will accept my friend request in Discord. Was hoping it will do. Guess I won't be making a 3v3 fit. I would have loved to see a map from you for this community. This would have been insane. With your skill level, this would have been an insane map. Makes me quite sad that you are not accepted. Maybe it still comes. But yeah, at the moment, quite sad to see this. Don't know the reasoning behind it, but I'm not here to judge. It's not my decision. Just a mapper like you. But I will still be happy if you actually be accepted. But yeah, I think I cannot change their mind. It's their decision. They decide. Nothing to criticize here. It's their decision. And let's all bring this up here. With the water area on the left, I need to be careful. Because this one I need for measurement. Because this is the space where the players cannot build, because these players can also not build there. So I need to put something in here as a reminder that these guys cannot build there. Let's use waypoints. From here to here. Hey, Wandering! How are you? doing? Wondering. 28 degrees for Andreas Reich. Okay, that is also acceptable. Go to the bottom. Yeah, so this area I don't want to touch. This area should not be touched. Now, with this in mind, I can work on increasing the height level. Did you beat the Toxin map yesterday? No, I did not. I got totally demolished. Like with all maps of Velocious. I always get demolished by the maps of Velocious. Always. Never a chance. That's why I'm looking forward to play your map tomorrow, TK Leo, because on your maps I actually have a chance on beating that mission. With Velocious, never a chance to beat it. Guess I have to play on lower difficulty. And not on eradicating. I mean, it's quite my fault to play on eradicating. Serves me right to get defeated. Okay, this whole thing should now be on the same height level. My map's difficulty will spike after part 5. It gets harder. Oh god. Is there actually one guy who actually beat your campaign, TK Leo? I'm wondering. To my knowledge, nobody has ever beaten your whole campaign. If I'm guessing right. Okay, now everything is on the same height level. The logo still looks good now. Now we bring this whole mess up. A lot of YouTubers have beaten... Oh, they have actually beaten it. Okay, then I'm a bit outdated. 4 years outdated. Then, okay, some people have beaten it, okay. Let's bring this up here to 120. 75 feet. Is this the right height level? 130? Yeah, 130. So now we paint this in. And now I need to be careful with that cliff. As I say, this area here, in between these two way path areas, should not be something you can build on. My maps requires you to think of a strategy and retry multiple times. Well, I'm used to this. Even small Twitch streamer beaten part 8. Wow, okay, that's surprising. Go to the log angle and make this aligned. This is not what I'm looking for. Then I have to go by eye. I do it by eye then, fine. Let's hope my eyes serve me. And do the correct measurement here. But the first person to beat it, part 8, was Jundi. I mean, Jundi is a legend. Was 5 years ago? Can't remember. Should be 4 years ago, because you gave me the map 4 years ago. And then I let you wait for 4 years. Still feeling bad about it. But yeah, I think it was 4 years. I think the first one to play it was Legionnaire. And Legionnaire got to like part 5, if I remember right. Did Dominator play it? Excal? I can't remember anymore. But yeah, the first guy was definitely Legionnaire. He got to part 6 and then skipped everything to part 8. How will the map look like? Asks M2 Bifit. Also welcome, by the way. The map will look like a bit like this. This is my sketch here. It's a naval base, Bangor base it's called. So you have your training ground on the right. I cannot replicate it like this, obviously, because building space and stuff. But there will be a lot of forest. Lots and lots of forest. And here on the left we have the naval base. Something like this. So there's the naval base. The naval base will have areas like so with the docks. I know it's pixelated, but you get a rough idea how it's going to look like. And lots of forest and a training ground. So you can imagine the logo with the wolf here in the middle. And there's lots of forest around it. Then there's the training ground. Something like this. I wish Adrian increases the number of objects cap in the world builder. Like in Kane's Rev world builder, you can put down 6k objects. I mean, that would be nice. I think they have a limitation on it because of balance reasons, so it doesn't crash. But yeah, having more objects down would be neat. Actually, let me screenshot your message, TK Leo. Let's see. Adrian. Is this possible? Okay, now it's directly sent to Adrian. Now he can decide if that's a thing or not. Let's see what he says. Let's work on here. This whole cliff up to the very top of the map. Like so. And now we can work on getting this up here with a bigger brush. Like so. Sometimes it's really hard to tell where the height level is because of the textures. So maybe I should remove these textures here. It's easier for me to measure. Like so. Yeah, it should be way easier. In 50k, they always use German on a bike and workers on a bike to capture dozers or build tunnels. You may want to keep this in mind and create a path for these sneaky moves. Oh, that's a good point, Lucas. That's a good point you make there. Did you replace the big file that came along with my campaign? Because I added extra songs and models. Oh, I will definitely put this message as a pin on my desktop. So yeah, I'm pinning this to my desktop now, TK Leo, so I will definitely think of this. Desktop. Important. Now we'll think of it. There it is, on the top left. There we have it. Important, TKLU. Now we'll definitely think of it. Okay, back to the height. Bring this all up with a bigger brush. And same thing needs to be done on the other part. So here we have the lines, the indicators. And this whole part needs to be brought up. Let's first work on this. And we do the detail in a bit. Building symmetrical maps is so difficult at times. The amount of thinking which needs to go into building this map to make it fair for every player sometimes gets really, really difficult and time consuming. If you want to build a map for the competitive gaming scene, you better make it symmetrical. Else we will have some players complain really hard about it and never play your map. Because it is unfair. I mean, it is unfair, yeah, they are true with it. It's a fair point. And I agree, I absolutely agree, that's a fair point. On the other side, it's really difficult to make this map. But yeah, player positions should always be fair. And same size, same building space, same distance to oil derricks. So that one team does not get better treatment than the other team. Textures and map details are great to have. Absolutely fantastic to have. But textures should never be better than actual gameplay. Gameplay needs to be better and more on the focus. Now we have measured this. Now I somehow need to tell the player that this building space here is no building space. First off, let's remove the texture. I wonder, TKLU, how many maps did you waste in your time as a map maker? So I created roughly about 20 maps. I released 3. I threw 17 of my 20 maps into the trash can. I wonder how many maps. I know you are a perfectionist. I wonder how many maps you wasted. You wasted like 15 maps. Okay, that's actually not that bad. For me, I always build these maps and I never release them. Because I think they are bad, they suck. So I always throw them away. Finished and published, no one plays them, yeah. I have the same feeling. I have so many maps. I mean, not many, it's an acceptable overview. Where do I have it? cncHD master mapping topic. Actually need to hide this because there are some hidden topics in there. Master topic. That's my master topic. This one actually got played a bit. Not much. Few tiny times. Never gets played. Rising of the Legend, I spent 30 hours on it, making it. Never gets played. Never ever. Down the Road is played a lot. But only because Jundi took the time to fix it. Secret Lab never gets played. 30-40 hours wasted on this map, never gets played. This map actually gets played quite often. But yeah, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maps, just 3 get played and one of these 3 got fixed by Jundi. Else it would have not been played. And there's also the sandcastles, but I gave them to Jundi actually. Amma's sandcastles. I let Jundi have the honor. I think he has not added it in here, but Emma's sandcastles, I created it, but Jundi fixed it to a level where it was actually playable. So I gave him the honor to release it under his name. Thank you very much, Tikaleo. I'm a perfectionist. I want them to be absolutely perfect. At least a lot of my maps are still being played. Yeah, I mean, Alfie's Haven, for example, gets played quite often. Yeah, there are quite some maps of you which get played. Okay, texture is gone here. Now what I have in mind, make this cliff bigger. So let's say 200. Yeah, the FFA maps by Legionnaire. He loves FFA. He's also a big fan of you. That's why he puts good time and effort into releasing your maps into the tournaments. A Legionnaire is crazy with the free-for-all. The amount he plays in free-for-all, it's insane. Okay, this is way too tall. I need to make this smaller. 170 maybe? Yeah, like so. Legionnaire is the person who got me into map making. Legionnaire is the person who got me into streaming, because before I never wanted to stream, and then he messaged me and said, hey, you should really look into streaming because it's taking off. And since then I'm streaming. Just because Legionnaire told me so. And he was right. I mean, look at his streams, he gets 1,000 viewers per stream. He was right. Streaming is the key. Can release as many videos as you want. Streaming will always be the bigger reach. And shorts, of course, shorts. Actually, I want to host next year's World Builder Championship, now that you mention it. Because there's at the moment, nobody is taking care of the World Builder Championship, and the resources to host it on Community Outpost are at the moment not there. Because the responsible person, which I don't know the name of, it's not Legionnaire, don't worry. He's a responsible person. There's one person, I don't know the name. He wanted to take care of World Builder Championship in 2024, but he disappeared. He just disappeared. So World Builder Championship 2024 did not happen. And for 2025 we did not have a person in Community Outpost, and now in 2026 I want to take the responsibility on me to take care of things in the mapping scene. I'm also thinking of creating a website just for map making, because I think CNC Labs is way outdated. I'm not a big fan of CNC Labs, so I'm thinking of building a new CNC map website where I highlight the map makers. I post videos to the map makers in their responsible topics. So let's say I have the tab for wandering. There's a tab for wandering on the CNC Maps website. And there I link his maps and the corresponding videos and live streams to each map. So everyone can easily find this map and the corresponding live streams and videos to it. Also a bit of detail for the map maker. If you want to find more of that map maker. That is an idea I have in mind. I'm thinking of buying this website. If I take a look. There's a website called godaddy.com. It's not a porn site, don't worry. We check. No, hopefully no porn site. It looks okay. Yeah, with these websites, you need to be very careful. GoDaddy sounds like a porn site I don't want to visit. CNC minus maps. I was thinking of something like this. I think it's available. Yeah, this map, this domain looks available actually. Maybe I will go with this, cnc-maps.com. How about cncmaps.com? Yeah, that one's taken. So I really like this one, cnc-maps.com, and there I will highlight the map makers. Something in my mind. Is it possible, like in Tiberian Sun, prehistorical buildings to add, like GDI or not, as a deco for the map? I don't think so, Heiko Magic. I don't think that's possible. Placing in old buildings from older games? No, I don't think it's possible. You're planning on letting other map makers from the other CNC games to upload in the website as well? No uploading yet, as uploading will open up a whole new can of problems. Problems in terms of data security. Because in Europe, we have these wonderful, wonderful people who decide on wonderful things. And if you have a website which enables people to upload, then you need to have a secured web link. And that requires me to have a securing measures in there. And data protection notifications, like your data is being secured on the server, blah, blah, blah. Responsible person to take care of your data is blah, blah, blah. I'm not looking forward to this crap. So possibilities that I will offer: hosting maps, most likely no. I will link to workshop of Steam that people can upload on workshop of Steam. That thing I will do. But there will not be a safe link to upload maps on my website. No, there will not be. People can send me their missions via email, and I can then put them in to the website so people can download it, like I have done here on my website. If we go to my website, this is my website. It's very old, so outdated. And here, for example, I have FanMade by Bank100. He sent me his campaigns, and there you can download the file of his map making. There I also have the corresponding videos. So it's something like this I have in mind for creating on CNC Labs, not CNC Labs, CNC Maps. There you can see the map maker, or I have here by Up4884. You can download his missions there. There's my video to it. At one point I stopped making this. But yeah, it's something like this. Something I have in mind with such a thing. Maybe something like this. Also have here community maps. I started this back then. And there you can see, like, for example, Last Hope. Created by Bank100. Get the map. Yeah, something like this. Lots of Bank100 here, actually. China free, that hell map. Yeah. There's one dude. You need to watch this dude. Where is he? This is insane. China mission free hard 0 hour. I was amazed how he did it. I also linked it in my... So here is it. Hard. Best way to beat it by cncHD 10 years ago. And then we go to the... Here I linked it. Update 2025. I stand corrected. This is the best way to beat it now. And links to this guy. 825 subscribers. Give this guy some love. Put this in here. maybe you can send some love to this guy. He really deserves all the views. And he beats it in 9 minutes. China mission 3 done in 9 minutes. And how did he beat it? It's crazy if you think of it. He plays scaffolds. He's just using scaffolds to... Who is coming to this idea? So yeah, all is done by... He's just using scaffolds and then the statue blows up. I mean, this is... Coming to this idea is just crazy. And yeah, after 9 minutes the mission is beat. It's just... Wow. Respect to this guy. Oh, you saw another guy doing this on Twitch. Well, it's from this guy doing this strategy. I think he was the first to come up with this. Just got here, wasn't expecting to see me. Oh, hey! Oh, it's you! Wait, what? Hey! Well, there you go. I just gave you a shout out. There we go. I was just highlighting your perfect strategy there. Hey, how you doing, guy? How you doing, man? Just say it, your strategy on this is just amazing. I mean, this whole channel is amazing. Why haven't I not... Let's subscribe this guy. I mean, give this guy some love. He's doing insane strategies. Also uploads consistently. Yeah, needs more views here. This guy needs some love. Doing an amazing job here. Okay, let's continue on this. Also saw Stars did a strat a few days ago. Yeah, Stars definitely has the strategy from Krakalo. Am I pronouncing this right? Krakalo? I think it's Krakalo. I'm most likely butchering your name right now. I'm sorry for that. Don't ask me why I was watching Stars stream even though I don't speak Russian. He's entertaining. Stars is entertaining. He does crazy strategies. I think he did a speedrun on the GLA campaign and he beat GLA Mission 2, the one with the pyramid. Where you have the Prince Kassad on the other side, you need to beat him. And I think he beat it like 9 minutes. He had such a crazy strategy. I wanted to replicate the strategy in my own speedrun, but nah, there was no chance. But the absolute beast in speedruns at the moment, I think, is Maraka. He is really crazy in this. Not quite, but you can call me Cry, if that's easier. Alright, I will just call you Cry then. I have a bit of a problem with butchering names. No hard feelings on this one. I'm just very bad in pronouncing names. Okay, now we have made this symmetrical. We have noted down that on this area, nothing should be buildable. So let's go to the height level of... Let's actually remove the water here. The whole water level to the top. Show trigger areas. I beat China 3 a few weeks ago. I beat it with Battlemaster spam and destroying the arms dealer that has power. Took me 2 tries. And I'm finally done with that hellhole. I ain't go back to that bullshit. I can't believe you. China Mission 3 is not a mission to enjoy. It was enjoyable in patch 1.0. That was enjoyable because you had artillery strike. But then the developers decided, hey, it would be a great idea to remove the artillery strike. And then it became unlikable. Hey Eric, welcome in the YouTube chat. How are you? That wolf looks good. Yeah, thank you. I took a lot of ideas from TK Leo. This, for example, is stolen from TK Leo. It's not perfect. TK Leo did a way better job on this. But I took the same textures. With TK Leo, he has put in more details. Also, he has hidden this stuff here way better. My ant here looks a bit sloppy. Maybe I edged this out, like doing this. Yeah, I think this looks much better. But yeah, TK Leo did a way better job here on this. I just took his idea and put it on my map. I think it would be much more enjoyable without that time limit. Yeah, the time limit is really something. I, in general, don't like maps with a time limit. I like to take things chill. Having a time limit there is not making things chill. So here's the waypoint. Took a measurement here. There's my measurement. So let's bring this whole thing down to level, let's say 10. So this is non-buildable building space. With the lock angle. Alfie's Haven is one of my most detailed maps ever. It took me nearly 100 hours on a 1v1 map. Holy crap. Spent too much time texturing. Well, I mean, yeah, I can tell. That map is just crazy in detail. I'm not sure if everybody knows the map. Download map. Pretty sure some people don't know this map. Can also open it for some inspiration. Maybe I need it for inspiration later. I mean, yeah, if you look at the map, the doggy alone, I think the doggy took like, I would say 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours, I would assume. I mean, look at the fence. Look at this detail. The fence is sticking in a brick wall. That's a brick wall in a fence. With a lamp in it. And this detail alone is just crazy. This looks really cool, by the way. The lamp in that wall piece. This is also a piece. So to see the amount of detail on this map. This is a piece in a piece in a piece. The players don't even notice this. I mean, there's even a park bank. I hate it when this happens with the area. Yeah, maybe something I will take for inspiration, but yeah, I can't imagine that you spend 100 hours on making this map. This looks insane, by the way. This whole map looks insane. I think it's green water. I think you always work with green water there. Also, the texturing looks very decent. Yeah, maybe I will take some inspiration here. Dock 2. Oh, this looks nice. Wow, look at this. That's a nice detail. It's a valve station. Valve. And this connecting to this. Wow. Okay, that is a nice detail. With the crane next to it. Damn. Nice detail. The dog took me 2 to 3 hours. Okay. Would have assumed more. It's sky water. By sky, I mean it's reflecting the sky. Ah, okay. Okay, let's continue here. So this is the non-buildable area. Move this whole thing. Remove this all. It's just a measurement for me. Just putting down a few nodes where the player should not be able to build. will make this more beautiful later. And this ends here. Ends here. Needs to be fair for both sides. That both teams cannot build there. Now the issue is, and that I need to take into consideration, peoples can hide bikes here. They can hide the German Cal on a bike here. As it was pointed out by Lucas in the YouTube chat. 50k players like to use workers and German Cals on a bike. Now the issue I'm creating at the moment is I give the bottom player team, so at the moment with this vision, the bottom player team, I give them the opportunity to hide the worker here in this area. On the other side of the map we have water. You cannot do this there. But here on this position of the map you can hide a worker on a bike. Or a German Cal on a bike. Or a hijacker on a bike. Whatever. You can hide them here in this area. So my job as a map maker to make this fair is to somehow make this map unpassable. Maybe I put back the water in because this is the most fairest. It's the most fair solution. This is just removed. You cannot put a bike here. You can only use planes or helicopters to go over this position. Here on the top you can just go with a bike. Not good. I'm not sure if you noticed, but my first map in this community is one of the worst maps. I did not know, no. Was submitted to the 2020 World Builder ship. No, I don't know. Maybe if you tell me the name, I will maybe know, but yeah, at the moment I don't know. Yeah, I think I need to put the water back in. The only fair solution is to put the water in. There is no other fair solution to this, I think. I could make the area impassable, but bikes can still go over it. I need to share the stream with you when I get to my PC later. Alright. Yeah, I put the water back in. There is no other solution but to put the water back in. Sadly, it's like this. I wanted to not have the water there, but it's the only fair solution. Unless someone comes up with a better plan, that the bike cannot go there. I don't know of any solution at the moment. So, because of that, the water is going back up. Put a building to block the entrances. But then I need to put many buildings. Like many buildings. Let's brainstorm this. Alright, I'm following your idea. Let's try and see and brainstorm here for a second. Building is a good idea. So if I put the water back to where it was, and now we brainstorm. All right, let's work on this. We have buildings, like for example, what is this? An indestructible thing. It's an indestructible thing, all right. Front. The question is, will this be displayed in the map? Let's try. So here is this blocky thing, and we try this now in game. There needs to be a starting position. That's just a white box, a cube. All right, just a white cube. So my idea is to use dock. Can we use dock piece? If we use a dock. Place it in. And now we bring this whole thing very, very down to the ground. Like so. And now we test if a bike can drive over it. Dock piece doesn't have a geometry, so units can pass through them. Ah, okay. The dock is not the thing I need. But a wall, I want a wall piece. How about walls? Isn't there a wall here? A castle wall. Water tower, water, vending, wooden wall. No, not this wall. Like a castle. Castle wall. Concrete wall. Cliff facade. What about this one? We can try using the China walls. Or we try this and we sink it into the ground like so. Let's sink it into the ground. Let's try if bikes can drive over it. Because we could cover the whole area in this wall, as it looks a bit like sand. So we could say, hey, this is a sandy area. Let's see if a bike can drive through here. Should not be able to. Okay, let's try. We have a player position here. One player 4 here. Save and let's try. In theory, a bike should not be able to get through here. And this looks like a sandy texture.
Challenge everything.
Okay, let's go to GLA. Try this out. If this works, this would be amazing. And I will go with this wall piece. So 50k. We are GLA.
I'm just a peasant.
So I cannot build a building here.
That building cannot fit there.
And in theory, a bike should also not be possible to go over here. It looks ugly. It looks really ugly.
Building construction has been completed. That building cannot fit there.
But yeah, I want to just see if in theory this works. Then we can search for another thing to build there.
I am finished with the building.
What about using a shorter river than the other side, or even a combination of mountains and river in front? Difficult. Sad. Sad face. So this doesn't work. I've tried a lot of things in my maps. So you mentioned the China wall. China wall piece. China. Must be something in here. Asian. You have to use the fence tool for that. Okay. Concrete wall. I think it's on China. China wall. So you can just click and drag instead of placing it down individually. Okay, so this thing is unpassable for bikes. Put it way down, like so. Can a bike drive over this?
I'm hungry.
Let's try. Okay, now it's sticking up again. I think I put it down with height.
I will obey.
You need to make them invulnerable as well. Ah, yeah, good point. Yeah, I almost forgot. That's a good point, actually.
That was a lot of work.
Else people will start destroying these walls.
They won't catch us. Let's go. Haha, got it.
Yep,
Let's go.
that's the thing we need.
Pick up the speed. Go.
Now that we know this is impassable, maybe we can use a way to work around that. So if we bring this on, it's not exactly down like I wanted to have. It's not sinking into the ground. I sank it into the ground, it's not sinking into the ground. Maybe it's the height of the terrain? It can't be. Can't be. Yeah, you cannot sink the wall pieces. But what can you do is... I have an idea. Let me quickly think. Let's bring this whole thing down again. I have an idea. With this wall piece. And now we use... It's on the building. It's on the structure. Let's see if I can find it. No, it's not here. Here, civilian. Structure. Let's quickly find it by skipping through. We place this here on top. And we raise this up. See, like this. We save. Still looks stupid.
Yes. This hammer.
But it's hiding the wall. And you can create a grassy texture with it. Still looks stupid though.
Building construction has been completed. You change your mind often.
So if we send the bike there, shouldn't be able to get up there.
Building construction
Common
has been
bike.
completed.
Full throttle. It doesn't get any faster.
Okay, you can sink through.
Let's get out of here. Pick up the speed.
But there's a wall piece, so you cannot go around the wall piece.
Haha, got it. Let's go.
So, how will this look like? If we choose this thingy, we copy paste it. I first want to see how it looks. If it looks super ugly, I don't want it. Then I better put water in there. But let's give this a chance and see how this looks. Because at the moment it doesn't look very good. Looks too blocky. Looks also really newbie. It looks like I cannot build maps. That is how it looks like. Let's see this in-game. Now imagine you're the player and you're looking at this mess. You are thinking like, what is this?
Yes, I do what I am told.
Yeah, it's even blending. Nah, this is no option. No, 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 no. This is no option. It is ugly. That is super ugly. It's triggering me. Yeah, it's triggering me too. This needs to go. I put water in here. Water looks better. Let's have water in here. You could totally make a hidden maze. Yeah. I mean, it's a great idea for a fun map, a troll map, if you want to troll people. We have some troll people in the community with trolling maps. And yeah, you could definitely put a maze in there. See if player figure it out. It's not a bad idea. Okay. For the meantime, let's put water in there. Alright. Save. Well, it is water then. And maybe here we have the dock parts as well. Let's have the dock parts there. A Maze Runner custom map. A party map. A party, yeah! There's a map, a race map, where you have to race against other people. Could be something like this. Party map. Let's put the dock pieces at the top as well. So it doesn't look as ugly. I've made a race map. Oh, you made a race map. That is good to know. I love racing maps. TK Leo, excuse me, but I need to steal ideas from you again. I'm secretly stealing ideas from you. These pieces are at -16 as well. With this measurement. And then you have this, I like this cliff. So what did you do here? You have type 15B. You actually have two textures in here, I see. It's type... Yeah, how many textures are there? Type 17, type 6C, type 15B. Looks like 3 textures are in here. What is the ground texture? Do I figure out the ground texture? Is there any ground texture visible? Not that I know. Is there a palette? Palette somewhere? Not here. Just water. No palette. Okay. No palette to choose the texture from. So your ground texture is 17. I think you're using 17 as basic ground texture. Because my cliff at the moment doesn't look great. So this is mountain rugged 2% cliff medium type 17. And I'm using... Because this looks ugly. Let's be honest, this looks super ugly here. I'm using this one, a brown. Mountain rugged. Let's apply a bit of TK Leo magic on this. I don't use pellets. Ah, okay, I see. You don't use pellets. I see. Mountain rugged. What was it again? 2% cliff medium type 17. This one. Let's apply this texture on here. It looks so much better already. Yeah, it's so much better already. And I only changed this one texture. Okay, now for the next part. Type 17, and we have a bit of 2% cliff medium type 6C in here. Which is also at mountain rugged. So this one. Ah. Go away. This one right here. Hey, Firearm! Hello, hello in the YouTube chat. How are you, Firearm? Still drunk? Or not drunk? There's a bit of texturing going on here a bit. It's also too narrow. Way too narrow. But here we actually have a cliff. It's actually cliffy-like. The whole way is cliffy-like. Not so narrow. You can tell this is a cliff. Okay, now here it's going down. Still better than my cliff. I think he used... Yeah, this is the size. He used with 3. With 3 or with 4? With 4 is... I think with 4. He went with 4. It looks way better. So if we are taking a look here, I went with 2. This is height level 30. You don't remember, you made too many maps. Yeah, I understand. You don't have to remember everything. With 4. Yeah, that looks to be alright. Let's apply this on here. Because I'm not a big fan of this cliff. Okay, here I need to be careful because of the dock. Else I'm going to mess up the dock. Only apply a little bit. Like so. It looks a bit better. Here I need to be careful because supply dock. Actually, yeah, I'm on the same height level. Okay, never mind. I'm talking out of my ass again. Don't mind me. We'll drink very rarely, like once a year. Okay, that's actually good for your body that you don't drink so often. I think nickname is like in a constant state of being drunk. Okay, if we look at this type of cliff, it's not beautiful. We are going to improve this now. Is there also an answer from Adrian to TK Leo's suggestion? We can check in a bit. Discord. Okay, there you have your answer. This is not a world builder thing, this is the game itself. Just the object warning that he's... why did he write whining? Why was there the whining part in there? There's no whining, it's a suggestion, no whining. Why do people need to be mean so many times? There was no reason to put in the whining. Could have formed it a little bit more polite, in my opinion. This was a reasonable question. There was no need to put in the whining, as there is no whining. We are not whining about something, we are brainstorming. Yeah, it is what it is. Not really agreeing with him. Alright, back to the texturing. This is now applied. Now we have the different textures. What I want to do is... I like the upper parts here, where it goes up. Maybe I can apply this in my map as well. Should make sense here on the bottom. Not at the dock part, but here at the bottom. So if we go here and we say raise this up a bit, so it looks a bit more realistic. Like so. So here it goes up, and there it stays on the ground because the dock. And then here in this part, we make it go up here. Like so. Trunk nickname brings me a nightmare. I don't even want to be reminded. Can you send me invite link to the World Builder? Yes, I can. Should be links and rules. World Builder. Copy. Paste. This should be the one firearm. Alright, let's go with this. I like this. And here on the top, we do the same thing. Increase this a little bit. And here we also increase this. This is too much increased. Let's decrease this. And let's use the smooth height. Yeah. Now this works. Oh, my cat wants food again. If you hear a cat in the background, he wants food again. Like, feed me, feed me. I only get fed 5 times a day. I need to be fed more. Feed me a 6th time, human. Do it, do it. I'm such a poor cat. I need to be fed 6 times a day. Because cat. Meow. Alright. This is good. And now we work on the texturing. Cat wants to be in your map. Yeah, next time I'm putting a logo of him in the map. How about that? Type 6C. Here's some bright parts. Here we have these bright parts. These bright parts are 6C. They're just applied a little bit. Just a few tiny little times. Not much. Here we don't have any bright part. Here we have. Here's 6C. Here's also 6C, the bright part. Just a tiny little bit of 6C. Let's put in 6C a tiny little bit. Like so. Looks a bit blocky. Maybe like that. Like so, maybe. Doesn't work. You can send me again later over Discord. Can send you now over Discord. Firearm. Send message. Try if this works. Send you over Discord. If not, in the community outpost, in the quick links, in the pinned quick links, there should also be the World Builder Discord. Should find it very easy there. Alright. And now we have a different texture. You are sending channel or message link, not invite link. Oh. Do I need to click on this? Oh, wait. Invite links. This one. Now it should work. Okay, what else we have? 15B. Mountain Rocked 15B. That's not painted over 6C. Put a little bit of this in. Look how much better this looks already. The detail, it's already coming out. Hopefully no free tile blending errors. And a bit of here. And a little bit here. It's coming out so much. I like it. It's not the best painting. Could be better applied. At the moment it's just like, hey, you have a brush. Just throw it on the painting and see what sticks. Currently looking like this. But it's at least it's looking better than the mess I had before. Because before it was... Ugh. If we now compare it with this, it looks so much better. Should we also apply it on here? No. It's missing. Boom. There needs to be a proper tutorial on YouTube. How to do texturing the correct way. Because the way I'm doing it is like throwing the brush on the painting and see what sticks. Like I said. There needs to be a proper way to apply these textures in a non-ugly way. Because at the moment this is just... Yeah. It is a texture. Okay, cncHD found a texture. He did a texture. Is this one right now? Do I understand the texture? Questionable. Do I know how to paint it on a cliff? Yeah. It's like, okay, he can speak English. Does he know what the English word means? Probably not. He can speak it. He pronounced it correct. But he know what it means? No. Adrian is pretty good in this. Maybe you should do a tutorial of this. It looks fine. Maybe not the most efficient way, but it looks good. I mean, at least that. It looks way better than before. Now we put in the rocks. Like this is looking. Because the rocks actually make sense. And then afterwards we have the trees. We have all these giant rocks in here. Nothing in the water though. Nothing in the water. There's no rock in the water. None. That's something I like to do, placing rocks in the water. But there's none. Let's go with a giant rock. Maybe have it here where it sticks out a little bit. That's way too big. Way too big. Slide this in. Looks okay. Too big. I mean, this works. There are small stones which look decent underwater. If you have the right water transparency, that is. There are some really good maps out there which have the right amount of transparency for the water, so you can actually see the rocks beneath the water. Yeah, that is true. Okay, put this in. Hello cat, how are you? Yeah, lay on my keyboard, why not? My keyboard is there for cats to lay on. It's not like I need to use it or something. That's a big part. Bring this all down. Think there are better rocks I could use. Like this big one. Which is Rocks Giant 09. This one, I think this is much better choice than these two. These two just look stupid. This one actually sink it into the ground, looks much better. This works. And then we do the same thing. Perhaps here. Ugh. Hate this when this happens. Trigger area, be gone. Don't mess with me. Forest of Camelot, yeah. That one. That one has good amount of transparency on the water. Let me check. Maps. Forest. But we are not doing a forest, so... I mean, we are quite doing a forest, but not that forest, so... Yeah, let's skip this for now. Not a big fan of these stones. These ones are okay, I think these are overdue. Let's place down a giant rock here on the top as well. And sink it to the ground. My favorite China Ostrom Contra. Yeah, it's so decent. The whole Contra music is very decent. I like to listen to it a lot. Maybe I should remix the Contra music with my AI tool. There's too much rock going on up here. Too much rock. Needs to be going into here. Then we need the sticky part. This one. Like so. So it's not too much of the rocks, but actually, yeah, we showed the players that I know what a rock looks like. This sort of level. And the textures also look a bit dry. If you compare it to this amount of texturing, my texturing just looks very dry. Such an amount of nice detail. This is amazing. I'm just stunned. I'm just very stunned by this amount of texturing. Then you look at this and you just see... not much going on here. Could be better texturing. Could be. Like for example, there could be a sandy part in here. We remove this. We put some sandy parts in here, like we see here. It's really sticking out with the sandy part. There's desert, 2% sand medium type 7. So if we do just a little bit, and apply it here a little bit. It also needs to transition over to the grass, like we see here. The 2% grass medium type 32. It's in desert 2. As there always needs to be a grass transition. So we have this grass transition. Make this a little bit bigger. We can paint in there. Just trying to bring in a little bit more detail in. We blend this out. And then we use the other texture. We put a little bit in here. Like so. I do believe this looks a bit better. It's still meh. Like meh. Be done a bit better. Yeah, it's possible for me to get this amount of detail. Just not quite good at this. Not always you need transition though. Even in real life, there are places when sand will be straight away transitioned to long dark grasses. Really? Never knew. It's good to know. Where's the sandy part? There's the sandy part. Let's just use one. And now I'm creating a mess. Let's try this. I'm okay with this. What I like about this map here also is you have the dry part. Super dry here. You have just a few stones, but then you have the trees. It looks way more realistic than this, where we have trees, but yeah, trees. I placed trees. Okay, perfect. I placed trees. cncHD knows what a tree is. Excellent. He figured it out. The German figured out how a tree looks like. Also like the stone part. There are small stones which look decent. Okay, I already read this message. Also this texture. Sand medium type 12 crassy. This one. Yeah, this looks nice. Yeah, this looks nice. It's pretty neat. This gives it a bit more of a forest vibe. If I apply this texture here as well now. It is our basic ground texture. Hopefully I'm not doing a free tile blending error. Hate these things. Oh, okay, I have a blending error. Oh yeah, the blending error mess. How beautiful. I love these blending errors. And again. Ah, wonderful. I really hate when this happens. Hate it so much. Will this work? I think it will. This is driving me insane here. Remove this whole crap. Place it with this texture. Blend this out. Still looks bad. I think it will work like this. It's still not perfect, but I think players will not notice. This, however... Oh! This will be noticed. Now it will not be anymore. Oh, how? I'm loving it. When you do not do the texturing right and you get this mess. And there's the Nova texture. Of course, there's the Nova texture. Hello, cat again. Yeah, you're still not being fed. Still no food. Okay, that's fixed. You also look wonderful, if I might say so. Be gone. Yep, I think I fixed it. Now we can use these little textures. Not really 100% sure on this. It looks better than before. Still, could be more perfect. Yeah, this will work. It will work for now. Look at this detail, it looks so much better. This looks like a worm. Nah, my perfection level is triggered. I'm triggered by this detail. It's not what I want. Looks like a French croissant. A bit. It looks like a banana. Yeah, it is banana. It looks like a turd. This looks like a nice texture. This is how it should look like. This is a turd. A poop. Much better. If I remember correctly, there are like 4 to 5 textures in that one single sandy part. Oh my god. The amount of detail. If your poop looks like that, see a doctor. And you're kind of right with that statement, Eric. I do not agree with the sandy texture. I'm in shock how bad this looks. This will do. No, also not. Now this looks like Picasso. Ah, whatever. Whatever, I figured something out. This looks all right, not great, but all right. This, however, is not fitting in. Stone part is natural. You see these in forests. That's very natural. Field, type 5. A cat. I know you love rolling around, but please do not do it on my keyboard. If I apply a bit of that on the map, field type 5, just a tiny bit. Give it a bit more of a forest feeling. Yeah, that looks so much better. That is so much better. Especially here next to the cliff. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm not feeling these two, however. Let's not go overboard. Could be fitting beneath the supply dock. There's my favorite track of Contra. I'm a big fan of this track. Out of all these, this is my favorite track. Don't do so much Picasso. There's clearly something missing here in between. Like more details. It always reminds me of the cutscene against the Robot General. Oh god, the Robot General. Oh, I have nightmares of that general. He killed me so often. When I played Contra, he was the one rage quitting me from that game. Oof. I have nightmares from that general. This looks nice. This comes together quite nicely. No, this is too blocky. This works. This works. Yeah, okay. I'm not happy with this part. I'm not happy with it. But if you compare it to this, you can already tell the difference. This is Picasso art. This is cncHD art. I think I'm going with Picasso. I mean, cncHD art is okay, but there's better art. A tree is not sticking out of stones, not so often. Okay, like so maybe. This is looking quite nice. Yep. You're on this part as well. Not again. Not again. Okay, fixed. Plants succulents. They will grow on stones. Yeah. cncHD can GLA box with those sandbags around? I don't think it can. That's a good point, actually. It's a good point you're making there, Firearm. Needs to be carefully checked. Players need to box. They cannot box, it's not a perfect map. Let's see.
Cannot we live in peace?
This, for example. And this, for example.
I will work.
Let's also make the music a bit more quiet.
Oh, okay, I will work.
There will be so much detail here later on. We'll put so much detail in here.
Does it have to be so far?
Let's do a box.
I will do the best I can. Do not hurt me. That building cannot fit there. If that is what you want. Yes, I will work. Do not hurt me. I will work. Building construction has been completed.
Yes.
That building cannot fit there. That building cannot fit
Yeah,
there.
good point, Firearm.
I can't build there. That building cannot fit.
Sandbags need to go. As much as I like the sandbags, they need to go. This one needs to go. Gameplay over detail. Don't they always clear during construction? Normally they should. I mean, technically a building clears sandbags, yeah. But yeah, we just saw it isn't the case. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with this. Need to figure something out for here later. With that being said, it's already getting late. I think I will end the stream here in a bit. So it was a pleasure again building this map today with you guys. Thank you all for joining me in today's stream. We made quite good progress. Let's see what we accomplished. We did this part. It was complicated. I mean, not that complicated. It was okay. There's water now. And we did this part. It's symmetrical. And we also did the cliff. And I added in a few rocks. This one looks better now. And yeah, overall, Not the biggest progress today, but it was progress. What matters is that we make progress. Also, I need to remove these towers again. It's just a measurement. Now with the oil directs, I need to figure something out. These are the same position as Twilight Flame. I need to figure something out with these oil directs. But that is something for the next stream. I thank you very much for watching, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. And we will see us in the next live stream. Like I said, tomorrow will be TK Leo campaign stream. I'm thinking 18 GMT. So this will be the time I will stream tomorrow. So in 21 hours from now. 20 to 21 hours from now, I will stream the USA campaign of TK Leo. We start at Friday, we continue on Saturday, and we finish on Sunday. That is the plan. Alright, so like I said, have a good rest of your evening. Thank you all for watching, and till the next time, your cncHD. Goodbye.